Just making sure everything's working. Yes, it is indeed. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, what's up, guys? And welcome to Octopath Traveler 2, the Prologue demo. I freaking love this game. I love this game to bits. When I say this is a game, I mean Octopath Traveler 1, which was my very first game that I ever got on my Switch, was the Prologue demo for this game. Because I primarily bought a Switch for Super Smash Brothers. And when I first got this Switch, Smash Bros hadn't come out yet, so I had to wait for that. So the first game that I ever got, that I ever looked at on the eShop, was the Octopath Traveler Prologue demo, and I didn't know anything about it at all. It was like my very first experience with this game. I hadn't seen any screenshots or any gameplay. I was quite familiar with JRPGs at the time because I had played quite a few on my DS when I was very little. So I got the whole premise and everything, and it's just like the music and the art style, it's just like the most charming game that I've ever seen, you know, in a long time. So I'm very excited to start playing the second one. The second one has not come out yet, so this is actually the Prologue demo, the free demo that you get, and just like the first game, you get to play any of the 8 characters. I don't remember all of their names yet. I actually could not tell you a single one of their names, because I've gotten so used to the original Octopath cast, and I'm just very excited to play a new Octopath game. It's going to be very cool, and I was so excited I decided to hook up my entire streaming software to do it. So this is going to be a good time, I think. Good times all around. I haven't decided who I'm going to play as yet. Maybe the Scholar? Check out this title screen, man. Oh man, I have started this up only once. When I say this, I mean like the Octopath 2 Prologue demo, and I got up to this map and then I stopped playing. And I think the timer starts as soon as you press new game, so I should probably pick someone pretty quick, because the Prologue demo, if you don't know, you only have 3 hours. So we have the Warrior. I know this is the Warrior. I know what they all look like, I just don't remember their names. So the Warrior, let's just see the name is Hikari. Because we have the Apothecary, which is Casti. The Hunter, I think is the most boring class. Well, actually, no, the most boring character in the last game was definitely the Hunter. Legit. We have the Merchant, who looks very cool. His name is Patricio. Dancer, cool. Gina. I hope I pronounced these right. The Thief. Thorode. Very similar to Theria. You can listen to this music. We have the Cleric, Temenos. We have the Scholar, I think I'm going to start off with this guy.
The fire in my breast shall never be extinguished.
Okay. I hope this isn't echoing through my microphone. It might be. Because the Scholar in the first Octopath is probably
all
the best
things
class
in this
the game.
world have a source.
Best job, even. Yeah, this guy's... I think I remember from the trailer, this guy has like a revenge story. Do I have to press anything?
Nothing begets nothing. Follow the chain of cause and effect, and it will lead you to the answer you seek.
From what I saw from the trailer, this guy's... Oh my god. They have already vastly improved what the cutscenes...
For the record, you, Oswald, plead not guilty. Is that correct? The facts are thus. Upon extinguishing the fire, the bodies of your wife and daughter were found in the rubble.
Oh dear.
They were nearly charred beyond recognition. A gruesome sight. I'm sure you agree. Thus, the court accepts, without objection, immolation as the cause of death.
Do they think I'm the one who caused this? Or am I on trial for this?
However, there is one last inexplicable detail. Nothing one could reasonably consider the cause of the conflagration was found at the scene. Ergo, the fire ought not to have happened at all. Absent the use of magic, that is.
Because I'm a scholar, you think I'm the one who caused the fire. But you're
You
just
were a
idiots.
scholar of magic, weren't you, Oswald? Is that a mere coincidence? I think not. Having conducted a thorough investigation of the scene, the court holds the
Very
following
eager to see
be
what
true.
changes they make to the gameplay because man.
You, Oswald, were the only one capable of starting such a fire that night.
This guy, this fucking guy, what an idiot. I'm talking about like the guy who's talking right now. What an idiot. Thinks I killed my own wife.
In the
before.
sacred name of Alephan the Scholar King,
I'm trying to
the court hands down the following
how they're
verdict.
how they're going to up the sorry, I'm getting a little messages. I'm trying to see how they're gonna like up the interaction between the characters because that was a big thing in the
Oswald
last
V.
game. Is that the
Van Stein.
characters didn't really interact in the chapters. Like every character had 4 chapters.
We
and
find
they
you
didn't really
guilty
interact with
of
each
the
other in
murder
any way,
of your
aside
wife
from like
and daughter.
the
for which you
room,
are sentenced
like,
to
where,
life.
like the little interaction rooms, but that
Do
wasn't
you
really
have
a part of the
any
story.
last
you know?
words?
So I think that they're gonna make better interactions in this game. As I saw in the trailer, they actually say each other's names during the cutscenes, which is pretty cool.
Harvey. The man who took everything from me.
Will die by my hand. Is that what he's gonna say?
Shall die by my hand.
Yeah.
I swear it.
I watched the trailer. Oh god, dude, I actually got emotional when the reveal trailer came up for this game because the freaking Nintendo Direct, and then they started playing the music, the main theme for Octopath Traveler, and I was like, oh my god, we're actually getting a new game, and it was amazing. And then all the characters were introduced, and they said what they were thinking, and that's what he said. He's like, the man who took everything from me will die by my hand. I'll be honest, so far I prefer
Frigid
Cyrus over this guy.
A
Cyrus was the
solitary
scholar
island
from Octopath
far
1,
northern reaches
and
of the
Cyrus was,
sea.
it was very funny. He was
Some
kind of like an
call it the
airhead.
edge of the world.
He didn't really get when like someone was trying to because he was like this like a really attractive
Blanketed in
looking,
snow
like,
all
teacher
through the year.
at a school, and these girls were like trying to hit
The
him.
nearest
and he, like, could
continent
not
is due
understand
east.
that's what they were doing. He just
4
wanted to
days'
see
journey
snow.
by
Pretty
sea.
funny, pretty wholesome.
Even on the largest vessel. Even then, the fierce
All of the
blizzards
characters,
at sea
literally,
can make a
basically
wreck
all the
of
characters in
mighty
Octopath 1
ships.
were all pretty
Trips to and
good-hearted.
from
In
this
fact, all of them
accursed
did
place
have a good heart. Even
are heavily
Therion, like the one who
regulated.
was probably like the most cold-hearted was Therion the thief. But at the end, he kind of gets redeemed, which is his whole story is pretty good. All their stories were all pretty good. I think the weakest one was probably Ulbrich's. Even though he had
This
some pretty
place
cool scenes
holds
in his
all
as well, like he
mainlanders
gets to
found
see his
guilty
old
of the
mate.
most heinous crimes.
I forget what his old.
It
friend was
held
called, the guy
over
in the red
300 of
Heathcote,
us
I
at
think.
its peak.
Yeah, I think
In its
no, that
80-year
Heathcote was
history,
the butler
none
from-
have escaped.
Man, there's so many characters in that game. I should probably be paying attention to this. I mean, I can do that when I actually get the real game.
Or rather,
He's been put up into prison.
should
He's been
say,
falsely imprisoned.
the deplorable treatment of the prisoners
I have
ensures
my,
that lives
volume
end
down
before
quite
sentences do.
low, so it does not echo through the microphone. Cause
I have survived for 1,879 days, but neither the unforgiving climate nor the ravages of time shall extinguish the fire in my breast.
And I can move around now, I assume.
Another frigid day in hell, eh, Professor? You know what this is? It's your little notebook. It never leaves your hands, does it?
Why do you have it, man?
Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm only borrowing it. You were quite the scholar, weren't you? Yes, this notebook could be worth quite a lot.
You're kind of committing suicide here, man.
I'm sure it'd fetch me a tidy pile of cigarettes. You're welcome to take it back, of course, but you'll have to fight me for it.
Is this my fighting tutorial immediately? Because scholars also have melee weapons, man. Woohoo! Here we go. I missed that sound, that little ching. Move character, select category. Yep. So it's all exactly the same as Octopath. Cool. Okay, move around and we can dash around as well. At night, Oswald can mug townspeople from their belongings. Really? That is very bizarre. The scholar can mug people. I assume it's gonna... So I did see in the trailer as well is that you can change your path action between daytime and nighttime. So he steals from people. And if it's anything like Octopath 1, there's like the what am I thinking of the word here? There's like the safe and then there's the non-safe option where if you try and steal someone with dairy on, there's like a percentage chance, and then if you get it wrong, then you get punished for it. Like if you don't succeed, you get punished for it. And then there's Tressa, who can buy things from people, which is 100% chance, but obviously you have to pay for it. And it was like that with every single one. Every character had like the opposite of the other character or something. All right, steal. Mug this person. Yes. Is there like a 100% chance that I can mug them? You will obtain the following if you mug this person. Okay, well, I'm glad they give you that prompt now. That's cool. Fighting. Why is there no music? This is a little bit eerie that there's no music. Exploit your foe's weakness and break down their defenses. Yep. So this person's probably going to be weak to staffs. Okay, so it's just like Octopath 1. Let's assume that yep, I can break you. It's all the same as Octopath 1. And then I can use my boost. Yep. Hey, level up. Wow, it's all... I'm so glad they didn't change it all too much. Because I really did like that. It's all pretty much the same UI, same kind of music. I mean, I don't like the lack of music right now, but that's okay.
Take it back. I've got no use for your filthy scribblings anyhow.
Yeah, that's not what you just said a second ago.
Help! Guards! He's gonna kill me!
The guards won't care if you're dead, motherfucker.
Yeah! Help! Somebody!
No one cares in prison. Oh my god, that's a big...
What's all this about? It's him! He attacked me!
Yo. They're really playing around with this 3D, 2D thing as well. I really like what they've done with the cutscenes. They made them a whole lot more better than they were.
Well, if it isn't Oswald, our magical murderous scholar. How do you like the new toy I gave you, Professor? It's a fine little muzzle, isn't it? Keeps you from speaking those spells you love so much. You're the only one who has the honor of wearing it, I'll have you know. You should be kissing my feet. What's that look for?
Jesus Christ.
I know defiance when I see it, and I'll have none of it. I'd love to hear what you sound like. I really would. When you're begging for your life, that is.
Alright, I feel like they're going to be the first boss of this chapter. If they do the same progression system that they did in
13 seconds. 13 seconds from the time a prisoner calls for help to the guard's response.
You're going to remember that, huh?
At least some valuable information's come of all this.
Alright, I like this guy. He's smart. He's taking in all of the information that
One warden
useful.
and 34 guards for 292 prisoners.
This guy's been keeping track. He keeps track of the exact amount of days that he's been trapped in jail, and he doesn't.
Over time, I've learned much about the way the prison and the people within it work. And all of that knowledge shall inform my eventual escape.
What I was saying before is that if they do the same things they did in Octopath 1, each character will have 4 different chapters to their story, and every chapter has a final boss. And they get progressively a lot harder.
An escape for which the plan is written in this notebook, using a cipher, naturally.
And the very,
I've
very
revised
final
said
true
plan
boss
numerous times these last 5
is
years,
very, very hard.
and polished it to a fine sheen. Only 3 pieces of the
And
puzzle
this is
remain.
so. Mute my mic in a sec.
The first, an escape route. For this, I have chosen a passage that leads beneath the prison. This passage is overlooked even by the guards themselves, and it leads directly out of this place. I must conduct a more thorough review of it, and soon. The second, suitable clothing. Once I escape, I'll be exposed to the elements. The cold will claim me in minutes if I'm clad in nothing but these rags. The third and final, an accomplice. To escape on my own would be to rely on my own assumptions. I require the help of another with intimate knowledge of the prison's inner workings. With these 3 pieces in place, my plan shall move that much closer to completion. At which point, only its execution shall remain.
Wake up, human filth! To work with you!
I understand this island was once dotted with mines. Entire mountains were reduced to rubble for ore, and the prison was built atop the wreckage. To this day, there remains phosphor buried in the frigid earth. It's immensely flammable and sells for a fair bit of coin. So the prisoners are forced to mine it, and the guards line their pockets with the proceeds.
Mine, scum! Keep those hands moving! I said, keep moving! Unless you'd rather freeze to death! What's wrong with you? can't move anymore. Too cold. Don't you go soft on me, criminal filth. Need I remind you that you were sent here to atone for your misdeeds? So beg whatever gods you serve for forgiveness, and dig, you useless little mole! Your life is worthless compared to the precious phosphor you cleave from the earth. And believe you me, we'd burn you instead if you were anywhere near as easy to set alight. Do you understand? Answer me!
Warden, sir, is already dead.
An unfortunately common sight. We are adaptable creatures. Any environment, no matter how horrific, can be made ordinary.